Hi guys, Sam here from My New Admin. And today what I'm going to do is go through our software, show you a little bit about it, show you a little bit about how to use it, and see if it's the right fit for your business. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So what is My New Admin? My New Admin was designed to essentially replace a variety of other softwares. The aim is to replace email marketing software, SMS software, sales funnel software, a built-in website builder, call tracking, offers surveys and forms that you can send out to clients, bookings and appointment software, CRM and pipeline management, amazing tracking and analytics, courses and products, and reputation management to help boost your business's reviews. My New Admin software combines all of these features into the one software. So let me show you around. So this is the desktop or laptop version of the software. What you see right now is the home page. So our Launchpad is basically a section where we go through and get you to set up the account. So once you've signed up, you'll basically jump straight into this page. So we are also now live on the Apple Play and Google Play App Store. So the first thing it'll ask you to do is connect your app. We can also connect your Google My Business profile, which is the profile you see when you search certain businesses on Google. We can connect your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and now TikTok as well. We can create a little widget that you see on your website if you have one, so you can talk to people live when they visit your website. And connect your Stripe account, so that way you can accept payments live and track when those payments have actually been made. We also offer amazing WordPress hosting if you do happen to have a WordPress website. If not, don't worry, we can build you one, or you can utilize our amazing funnel builder to build your own. So let's jump into the dashboard. So the dashboard is where you'll basically see an overview of your account. You're able to see how many opportunities are currently in your system, the value of each pipeline, your conversion ratio of those pipelines. Here's a visual representation of a funnel. So this one here that we're looking at today is a demo account we've set up, but this is an example of a lead pipeline. So you can see how many leads are in, leads that may be interested, different ones that have booked appointments, right down to which ones have sold. This is a schematic of how the stages look. So once again, a visual representation of what's happening in the software. You can see any tasks that you've assigned to yourself or other team members here. This is also a section where you can log in and complete these tasks. So if you were to complete a task, you'd simply tick this little button. And a little bit of a report at the bottom. Once you've been utilizing the software, this will fill up and there should be a lot more information there. So the tabs on the desktop version go from top to bottom and left to right. We'll jump straight into the Conversations tab. So the Conversations tab is basically a place where you're able to communicate with your customers. We're able to assign you a virtual Australian mobile number where you can text, message, and call your customers. You're able to email your customers through here, and also Facebook and Instagram DM them. So that way you're not doubling, tripling up on communications. If a customer does happen to email you, text you, and SMS you, you'll be able to see all communications in here and also respond through here or via the app. The Communications tab, you'll have some small amount of information on the customer just here, their number, their email, and you'll be able to see previous convos and basically respond with a normal conversation, or you can add some attachments to it. Our Calendar tab. So our Calendar tab is if you are offering virtual or physical appointments. This is a section where you can set up a live calendar that can be sent out to clients. They won't need to log into the system. They can simply jump onto a link that you send them, see what availabilities you have, and then based off the information you specifically want to collect, we can create a form on the calendar where they can fill in the information for the booking. So by the time they book, you've got all the information you need to run that session with them, whether it be a physical appointment like an install or a virtual appointment for a consultation session. So this calendar, you can have as many calendars as you like per person. You can also have as many team members as you like. This one here, once again, is an example, but we're able to see the customer by simply clicking on them. We get a bit of an overview about the customer's name, the time and date that that appointment's been booked for. It is all drag and droppable as well, so if a customer does happen to call or email and would like to move, you can simply drag and drop the particular appointment there. Now, the calendar settings is where you'll build your calendars. This one here is one that I've already set up. So we can get the live link simply by clicking here. And this link is a link that now can be shared to your customers. They're able to see your availabilities, pick a time that suits them, and fill in the information that you've requested here to book in with yourself. Our contacts. So we showed you that there is a little bit of information here on each customer, but the system really can collect as little or as much information on each particular contact as you like. So here you see we have a total of 303 demo customers in this particular one. So maybe what you want to do is send out an email to every single customer in this particular section that is only in a postcode. We have this really nice little filter button here. So you can filter by a variety of things, whether it be their name, their email, their date of births, it might be their postcodes, it might be the way that they came into the system, or possibly the state. To do that, you'd simply select what you'd like to filter, and then type in the different postcode. There we can see we don't have anyone in 4519. Basically, it's a way for you to filter a variety of different people and offer communications. What we can do is we can filter via what stage of a pipeline they may in. So a pipeline is basically a place for opportunities, leads, may already be sold customers that sit in certain stages. So for example, we may want to send out a text message to every single person that has just come in as a new lead. We can simply filter this particular section here by finding the pipeline stage. The pipeline stage may be our lead pipeline, and it may be a lead that's indicated that they're interested. We'd hit apply, and here we have a total of 66 records. So we can tick this button here, select all 66 records, and then select either this one here to send an SMS, or maybe this one to send an email. That way we can send out a bulk email all at once to all of our customers. Now you can pick whatever name or email you'd like here. We'll use mine for this demo. Now, the beauty of this system, I'm sure we've all found it in business when we're sending out emails and we have to send an email to every current customer, all our leads, and we're typing Dear Bob, Dear Sue, Dear Rosie, a million different times. The beauty of this system, we can use what's called custom values. So we can actually pull data from each particular customer's file. So if we want to pull their first name, we'd simply go to custom values, contact, and select their first name. That, now if we're going to send to 66 contacts, is going to send a nice individual email with each of their names as Dear First Name. We may also want to mention that we have a special running in their city. We are running a special for all residents in, we'll select their city once again with the custom values. Which would be location. Kind regards, Sam. Now we can attach files, we can add photos to this email, we can add our email signatures, select different fonts, different sizes, colors. We can send all the emails at once, or maybe if you are worried about, every person responding, you may want to send it in a drip mode. So it's sending out on, 5 emails each day. So there's not too many responses coming in all at once. We can do that with both texting and SMSing. So let's say you want to jump into these customers. You want to find a little bit more info or check the info that you have been collecting on each particular person. You'd simply click on the particular person's file. Here you're able to see any communications you've had with that customer. So, and also what you've collected. So the standards, name, email, phone, date of birth, where the contact came from, their business name, their address, postcode, and any additional info. So the additional info is really up to you. You can have a variety of data points here. It may be what their availabilities are. It may be their favorite type of pet. It may be their car type. You name it, you can collect it. It's simply by adding in a different question, and it'll add this to the customer's file. A lot of trade businesses utilize this section to store certain types of paperwork, or maybe it's photos. It may be photos of the beginning of the job, in between the job, and at the very end of the job. It's just so all the records for the one particular customer is stored in the same place. You've also got the option to add notes, so you can write to your heart's content notes here on each customer and book an appointment directly from this tab as well if they happen to email you or call you, or they're not using the live booking link like we showed you before. That brings us to our next section, our opportunities or our pipeline stage. So this is an example of what a lead pipeline may look like. Once again, this is all customizable. We can customize each one of these stages and each pipeline to your specific business and industry needs. This is a very typical pipeline for a lead, where the lead comes in, the lead may be interested, the lead has booked an appointment, or the lead's not interested, and then the lead is sold. Now this as a whole is the pipeline, so we call this one the lead pipeline, and each one of these are the stages. Now each stage can actually have automations attached to it. And by automations I mean when the lead comes in, that may be through a Facebook ad that you've run, it may be through an Instagram ad, it might be simply through an email campaign where someone has entered in their information in a form or calendar that you've sent. That particular person will show up here. Now, once they've indicated that they're interested, we've got a variety of ways to then move them across. We can either simply click and drag them across to interested, or we can go back to our contacts tab as we did before, filter everyone in the lead stage or filter the people we want and bulk move them across, which may then trigger another automation. For example, this one may trigger an automation that sends out this live appointment link to them, which allows them to then book an appointment. When they've booked an appointment, they can be automatically moved across to this stage so you know that they've booked an appointment. From that point onwards, we may have an automation at this stage which basically sends them a questionnaire at the end and asks them if they're interested. If they are interested, it could then send them a sign up form, or if they're not interested, the system could automatically move them across here. Now pipelines, as mentioned before, are customizable. So our lead pipeline, if you wanted to jump in here and change this, you can add stages, take stages away, readjust, simply by clicking on add stage. And this may be call back in a month. We'll jump back here. And now you can see that section has been added to this pipeline. So anyone that wanted to be called back in a month, we could simply move them across there. We could then put an automation that sends us a reminder and assigns the particular user that's utilizing this software to give them a call in 30 days time. So that's a bit of an overview of our opportunities and pipelines. There are certain other pipelines that you could build that wouldn't just be for leads. It may be for an appointment pipeline. So someone has booked a install, for example, an install to get a bathroom installed. They've made the inquiry, so they're here. We then send a booking link for them to book the date that suits them. Once the appointment's been held, they've been moved here. And maybe they'll have more appointments in the future, which we could basically customize the appointment pipeline to as long as we like. Payment tab. So we have now got a QuickBooks integration as well as a Stripe integration. So if you're utilizing QuickBooks or Stripe, we can integrate directly into our invoices, We do also have the option to connect Xero and MYOB as well. So all accounting softwares are virtually integratable within our software. So here you're able to actually generate invoices or allow the system to automatically create invoices for you. If you're charging the same for every single consultation, maybe at the end of each consultation you want to send off an invoice. To create an invoice, we'd simply hit New, pick New Invoice. Now this is going to show up with our Invoice tab. Here's where we'd select our client. So our clients are clients that we'd already have in the system, or we can add a new client directly through here. This will populate the information if you have them there already. We then add an item. So for this one, we're going to use a 1-hour business consultation. The invoice is now essentially ready to send out. As long as you're happy with that, you may need to add your tax. But if you're happy with how that is, you can add some notes, add some terms and conditions on the end, and simply hit send. If you have connected Stripe, it will have a little payment link on there as well for them, so they can make the payment as well. That way you can track through the system and see if they have paid. If they haven't paid, you can set reminders to them, maybe every 7 days, maybe every day, until they have made that payment. Very handy feature, all within the one software. So let's have a look at our automations tab here. So our automations tab is what will attach to each one of those stages of the pipeline. Or maybe there's some automations that you want to set up based off when people are booking. We'll have a look at our appointment stage. So this is an example of, what an automation that you may set for when someone has booked. So our appointment stages, basically in the automations, there'll always be a trigger. So a trigger is what fires off the automation. So for this example here, the trigger that's going to fire this automation is when somebody books in my calendar, which we made just before. So when somebody books, these steps of automations are going to flow off. So the very first thing that happens is a confirmation email will be sent out. So the email is going to say, hey, whatever their first name is, your appointment has been confirmed for whatever time their appointment starts and their appointment time zone. If this does not work, please let us know. And we've given the option for them to cancel or reschedule in that email. So that way they're not calling you, texting you, emailing you saying, oh, I need to reschedule, I need to change it. They can simply do it straight away from here if needed and reschedule to a time that's available in your calendar. After that, the system's going to wait 24 hours. So 24 hours before the appointment, it's going to send them a reminder email and say, hey, just a reminder, your appointment's coming up in 24 hours. If this does not work for you, let me know. Now, once again, all these emails are customizable. You can put whatever you like in here. There's no real limit in what you're sending. You can add pictures, you can add URLs, you can add attachments, and you can send a test email as well, just to double check that it's working the way you like it to work. After that reminder email goes out, an SMS has also gone out in case people aren't checking their emails. So a simple SMS, hey, first name, just a friendly reminder, your appointment is in 24 hours. If this doesn't work for you, let me know. We may also want our reschedule link here. So we could put our reschedule link. We could put a cancellation link. And hit save. 1 hour before, it's going to send a reminder and an SMS. Then 1 hour after, it's going to wait for the meeting to finish. It's going to wait till a payment's been received. It's then going to send a review request to that particular person and ask them to leave a review. So that's going to pop up with a link straight to your Facebook profile or Google My Business profile. So as soon as they click on the link, it's going to show up the stars. It's going to make them very easy for that particular customer to leave a review. Instead of just asking, hey, can you leave me a review, which I know we've all done and people don't often do, this makes it a lot easier. We've had some very good results by sending particular customers the review link straight away to make it easy for them to leave a review for you. So that's a bit of an example of the automations. We've got everything really that we can think of at this stage, but we are always open to ideas and suggestions. The automations that you can do are external communications. It may be sending an email to the customer, maybe sending an SMS, it may be sending a call to the customer or leaving a voicemail. Maybe you want a Facebook message or Instagram DM them. Maybe you want to move them somewhere throughout the pipeline. So you might, once they've booked, you may want to move them to a different stage in the pipeline to say, hey, this particular person's booked. These are all different features within the CRM. You may assign them to an installer or to one of your employees. You may send a notification within the app or an email or text message to yourself saying, hey, this person's just booked in my calendar. You might want to wait. So maybe when they book, you want to send them that email, but you want it to look a little bit more personal so it doesn't look like it's coming from automation. Maybe you want to wait, 1 hour, and exactly 1 hour after, it's then going to send that email. So it doesn't look like it's fully automated. So that's a little bit of an overview of our automations, how they can work. As you can see, it's all very customizable to however you like it. Let's jump straight into our marketing tab now. So our marketing tab, this is your opportunity to connect your Facebook pages, Facebook groups, and basically post and respond to comments all through this particular platform. So we have a really nice option here where you can basically create a new post. You'd select which Facebook page you'd like to post to. You can type your content. Maybe you have a comment that you'd like to comment a little bit later on it as well. Now you can actually schedule these posts. So if you want to do all your Facebook posts for a month, 6 months, maybe a year in advance, you can spend a full day and sit there and schedule all your posts for the year. And that way you've only got to do it once and our system will automatically post it. Once again, you can add pictures, you can add videos, you can add comments, and simply hit post. Now the beauty of this is it's basically going to put it in here and you're going to be able to collect some information and data. So see which posts actually had the best results. Gone are the days of, having an Excel sheet, going through, I had 10 comments on this one, 3 comments on this one, 7 likes. Our system will collect all of that data for you and actually let you know which ones are having the best results. Once again, you can connect Facebook, you can connect Instagram, you can connect Twitter, LinkedIn, a variety of different socials there, all within the one platform, so you're not having to bounce between both and type up posts on Facebook, type up posts on Instagram, and do it at specific days and times. You can do it at a day that suits you, have it all done for you. That's a little bit of our marketing. Once again, we do have the option that goes from top to bottom here and left to right. So you have the option here to add in different campaigns, like email campaigns, or maybe you've got the same email that's consistently going out. You can create email templates simply in here, and in your automations, you go through and select those email templates that you'd like sent out. Now, while I'm here, might seem like a lot so far, but we really have tried to think of everything and tried to make it so anyone and everyone can utilize this platform. So you may have noticed already, but at the top of each tab, as you go top to bottom, left to right, we have a little learn about. So if you click this is basically going to pop up with a nice little interactive tutorial where you can click around and it'll basically give you a demonstration of what to do and how to do it on each page. So we'll jump into our automations tab and we'll have a look at this demonstration and how it works. It'll show step by step different things, some nice little screenshots of what to do, how to do it, and you can basically guide around. At the end of most, there'll be a nice little 3-minute video that once again goes over the workflows, goes over what I'm showing you today, and in a nice little animated video. It's not like a 40-50 minute video that you got to sit there and watch. A couple of minutes and should explain the majority of that. Now, if you do, do the guide and you're still a little bit lost or go, how do I do this? Click this little black question mark up here. This little black question mark, this is our help section. So our help library has a variety of topics. You can basically view topics on workflows, contacts, conversations, all the way down to the websites and campaigns, triggers, payments. So the beauty of this is we've tried to make it not like a encyclopedia basically, where you'll jump into the calendar, you've got a few things. Maybe you're wondering how to sync your calendar with your current Google Calendar or Outlook calendar so there's not conflicts. You'd simply select here, and here you can see an example of an article. Very nice, some screenshots of what's going to happen and what it's going to look like. And on a lot of these at the very top, we've also got that 3-minute video. So if you are more of a visual style learner and you'd rather watch a video of how it's done, then you can simply hit these buttons and watch our videos, which will be like basically a demo on each one, and it'll step-by-step guide you through it. Now, if there's something you can't find, you can search. So it might be how to create automations. Search that. This is going to show up with a variety of different options here where you can click. Now, if none of these are able to help, we do, as of the 11th of November 2022, we now have a live chat feature. So you will need to click that little black question mark as we did before, and this little chat box will pop up. You can jump in here. You can create a ticket. Now the difference between live chat and ticket, a ticket will go into our system and it may take us up to 24 hours to respond. But if you wanted a live agent to jump on and give you a hand, jump up here, type your name and the email address associated with the account that you signed up with. Hit start chat. Now, first of all, it's going to pop up with our, a virtual assistant that's going to ask a few questions. The chat support at this stage is just for technical support. So we'd click technical support. We'd then basically talk about what type of issue we're having. So it may be with social media and connecting your platforms. We then require you to basically, in one nice short sentence, say what the issue is. So we are having an issue connecting our Facebook page to our account. Once you've selected that and you've sent in what the issue is, you'll see that we're basically going to now connect you to an agent. So to see how many people are in front of you in the queue, you'll just tick this little box here. It'll show you how many people are in the queue and the approximate wait time until someone connects. Once someone's connected, it'll pop up with their name just here. Now, please be mindful. Our tech support guys, we aim to answer about 85% of all questions. There are some questions that may need to come back to a developer like myself. In that case, they'll let you know they can't answer your question and that they will submit a ticket for you on your behalf. And then myself or one of the other developers in the company will get back to you. We aim to get back to everyone within 24 hours. But 85% so far is our aim to be answered directly via live chat. Now, as of the 11th of November, we have actually also gone live 24/7. So if you're a owner-operator business owner and you're up at 2 a.m. trying to set up an automation or do an email campaign, you can actually get on-call support by simply jumping in here, sending a message over, and connecting with a live agent. We'll close that chat for now because we're not actually having trouble connecting our Facebook page. So, we've gone through the automations. We've had a little look at our marketing tab here. Our next step that we're going to have a look at is our sites. So basically, this is your place to build a website. Gone are the days that you need to spend $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 on a website. We've preloaded about 100 website templates into every single person's account. So these templates, they're essentially a drag and drop website builder where you can add your own photos, add your own text, and within just a few short hours, have your own website up and running. Now, I essentially like to say that this is as easy to use as PowerPoint. So what we'll do, we've got funnels and templates for almost every industry, from consulting to masseuses to workshops to construction, solar, hairdressing, beauty, product sales, you name it, we have a funnel to suit that industry. But you may jump in, have a look at the gardening service funnel. You may go, you know what, I really like that. You might be a lawyer wanting to have a lawyer template. You can easily jump in, utilize a gardening one, put your own pictures, put your own text, change it over. So what I'll do is I'll show you an example of one here. So this is our funnel builder. So our funnel builder is essentially drag and drop, as I mentioned before. You can simply click to change your text. So you might be personal trainer 101. You can easily add elements, so basically add extra pictures, add colors, change the size of things that are there already, change the titles. You may want to have certain CTAs. So ultimately a funnel, think about a funnel as a home page for a website, a landing page, or some people call them lead magnets. So it basically will produce a live link, like a website, that you can share on social media. You can attach to your Google My Profile. And you can have information about yourself, and then a CTA, so a call to action, that may be for someone to book an appointment. It may be for them to fill in a form so you can get their information. Ultimately, you'd have a bunch of buttons here that would essentially pop up with a form or a calendar that your potential customers or clients could then go enter information in, and once again, pop it back up into My New Admin software for you. So that way certain things could happen. Maybe you want to have here book an appointment. They click book an appointment, they pick the time, and then that automation fires off and sends them the reminders for when their appointment's coming up. You get your message to say someone's done the booking. No need for, someone to call your line, get the booking, get your admin to check over your availabilities, confirm with you. It's all going to be done automatically now. So you can add videos, you can add photos. Let's say you wanted to change this photo, you'd simply click here, scroll over to our left, press this button here, and this is where you'll have an option to upload any photos that you'd like straight from your files. There's no limit on what photos you'd put on here. So that's a little bit of an overview. You can delete sections, so if you didn't like that section, hit delete, get rid of it all. Recently we've just put the undo button in as well, so if you do accidentally delete something, we've got the undo redo button right there for you. Now, if you wanted to see what it looked like from a customer's perspective, obviously, there's a lot of boxes popping up here. You can change it. This is your view where, you are able to customize it. If you want to see, you just hit the preview button there, and that's going to pop up with what it'll look like from a customer's perspective. So here you can see this is just an example of one of our templates where this is how a customer would view it. Very nice, very neat, and we've got a variety of, CTA actions here where people can click and input their info. So that's a little bit about our funnel builder. Now, one thing that a lot of people miss these days when building websites, they build it from the desktop, they make it look really great, but there's some pretty nice stats out there that indicate around about 85% of people are visiting websites via mobile. So this little button here, you're actually able to see what it'll look like from a mobile and come through and customize it based off what it'll look like on a mobile. So that way you are able to design mobile responsive. Now, my official university degree is a Bachelor of UI, UX, Digital Design and Marketing. So one thing we learned in uni was how to actually custom code all our mobile, our tablets, our laptops, and do all the different sizes. And you could charge thousands of dollars for that. This software will do it all for you straight here by clicking here, and you can then customize your mobile version yourself without spending thousands of dollars, exactly the way you'd like it to look on mobile. So that's our funnel builder. You'll find all the different templates here, but you can also create brand new templates as well if you'd like to start from scratch. We've also added a section in here to write blogs, so blogs that are for SEO, so search engine optimization. You may want to write blogs about your agency, about the services you offer. It's simply all in here, and you can attach them to your funnels. We've recently partnered, we have an integration with WordPress where we can actually bring your WordPress sites across if you do have one. And basically you can manage the dashboard directly through our software. If you don't have a WordPress site and you would like a WordPress site, you can simply send us an email. That is an additional service that we offer that does come with additional fees. But we're making WordPress websites for clients on a weekly basis. So please feel free, reach out, contact us if you would like a full, extensive WordPress website. We now have membership. So if you're running courses or you're wanting to sell courses and things like that, we've got our membership tab. Our forms, so the form you saw attached to this calendar, or maybe it's just a form or a survey you want to send out to a customer. Very easy to use. Simply hit create new form. It's all drag and drop, so you may want their full name, you may want their phone number, you may want their email, you may want their city, and you go, oh, I also wanted to collect what products they might be interested in. You'd simply click on custom fields, add custom fields. Here you've got an option for text input, so that would be a small amount of text that they'd have to input, large amount of text. You've got your value inputs like numbers, phone, or money. You've got drop down boxes, radio selects, or checkboxes. Even file uploads, so you might want them to upload a picture of their car or the lawn that needs mowing, or something that you're requesting for them to take a picture of, or some documents maybe. You can also request a signature, but for this example I'll show you what a checkbox may look like. So you'd simply select which field you'd like, hit next, and we're going to ask products you may be interested in. Maybe health products, might be food products, or it may be digital products. Pretty varied industry. We'll then select which group, so that'll go into that additional info tab that we were looking at before in the contacts, and hit save. We're now going to have that field populate there. We can drag it straight across, and there we go. We've now got our custom fields that we'll be collecting and storing on each person's file when this particular form goes out. Now, let's say you really want them to leave their name. So I'm sure you've gone to a form before, you've tried to fill out some info and it said, hey, this info is required. Simply click on the box you want to be required, click required there. And that will basically essentially make them have to fill that info in before they can hit the submit button. Once you're happy with your form, you can style it up, you can give it a different name, you can change the background color of it, you can change the font color, jazz it all up, add some borders into it, maybe make it like rounded on the corners. And once you're happy with it and you go, look, that's how I want it to be displayed like that, hit save form. You've now got this little integrate form button. So this has now saved it into the system. So if you do want to add it to a calendar or something, or maybe a funnel like before, you just go and find form 2 and add that to your funnel or add that to your calendar. But let's say you want to send this form out via Facebook to all your friends and say, hey, can you fill out this quick survey? Click on integrate form. The first thing that's going to pop up is embedded code. So that's an embedded code to put on your website. But this link here will be a live link that you can now send to people. They're not going to need a login, that they can now fill in, and that information can go directly into your system. Just like that, we've created a live link and a form that they can fill in. The survey feature is essentially the same there. Now, on the funnels and websites, you may want to attach your own domain. We do have the option to bring personalized domains across, so it does send a domain, or you're more than welcome to use the custom domains that are provided as well. Now, next tab we're going to jump into is our reputation. So there's a few companies out there that purely have this as their only feature, where the idea is to send review requests. So it'll send a review request basically to the customer you've just serviced. So you could select that particular customer and send a review invite. Once again, that's going to pop up with a very nice link. Hey, could you please leave us a review? They click the link, the stars show up, they can leave the review straight away. Here you can track how many reviews you've sent out, how many reviews you've got, and it'll actually link in and show you the reviews there as well. Our reporting tab. So our reporting tab has Google ad reports, Facebook ad reports, your call reports, appointment reports, and basically a very nice spot where you can have a look, see how many people have clicked, see how much you've spent, see your cost per conversions, and basically get an idea of what campaigns or Facebook or Google ads that you're running are actually working. This is an appointment report, so appointments from within the system that we're running, and you can kind of see which ones have confirmed, showed, no showed, and cancelled. Okay, so basically that is the desktop version. We do have our help library down here, which is the same as this question mark here. Our settings, I won't bore you with the settings, but this is an option to, add your custom logos, add your company email, basically add new staff members. You can modify some pipelines from here. You can purchase the virtual mobile numbers. So if you want to get a virtual mobile number for all 10 of your employees, you can simply jump in here and purchase your virtual mobile numbers. You can add your custom values or fields like we were talking about before. So I guess different info that you want to collect. It might be paperwork, it might be photos of jobs, it might be photos of lawns you're going to mow. This is where you can add the custom fields that you'd like to collect on each customer. You can bring your domains in over here as well. And we've got a variety of integrations, so you can connect your QuickBooks, your Stripe, Shopify, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the good ones. We've also got an audit log here, so you can go through and go, what happened to my account? What did I do? Here's a list of everything that you've done, time, date, and the option, let's say you accidentally deleted a customer's file. You can jump in here, click the button, and restore that particular customer's file for you. Now, this is the desktop version. What I'll give you a quick demo now of is our mobile version. So our mobile version, once again, it's available on the Apple Store and the Google Play. It will require a login, so you will need to have an account or a trial account first to be able to access the app. But I'll show you an example of what it would look like on mobile. So we'll close that. So this is the home page. So here you can see recent activities. It might be people leaving reviews, it might be messages. You've got your overview of your opportunities, your pipelines, your conversations, any tasks that have been assigned to you, your ratings on, say, Google, Facebook, whatever it may be. You've got your message tab here. So your messages, it might be Facebook, Instagram, email, texting. You can also send all the messages here as well. Boom, and pick how you want to send it. Maybe you want to send a Facebook message. There we go, we've just sent a Facebook message there. Your reviews, so they're very handy when you're out in the field, you're maybe doing a job for someone, you've got an in-person consultation, your whatever it may be out in the field. You can send instant review requests here, where you'd select your contact and hit send review request. That's going to send them out a review request straight away. You'll be able to see that there's been one sent. Your calendar, so this is the calendar where you can have unlimited calendars. You might have a calendar for virtual appointments, physical appointments, and discovery sessions. I've just got a demo one of virtual meetings where you can get a bit of an overview here. You can kind of see all the different dates that people have booked. You can click on one of those, you can jump in and have a look at that particular person's file. And if you need to see more info, you'd click that little view contact and you can scroll down and see all the extra info. You can add notes here, you can write tasks, you can upload files if you're on site and needing to take pictures, all directly from the app. The last one is our contacts. So here's where you'll have all your contacts. You can add contacts directly in through here as well. You can call them, you can message them, send them different details, and once again add notes. Our little burger menu at the top here, so I'll just jump there, this little menu here. We've got our opportunities, menu actions, so you may want to assign tasks to people, you may want to do certain things. You can do that through the menu actions. You can view your opportunity pipelines here, so you'd pick your pipeline, maybe we'll have a look at the lead pipeline, close, and you can see that. You can move people across as well if needed, and do all of that within the app, and send invoices if you want as well, directly through here. So that's a bit of an overview of the app. It's a bit of an overview of our software. Please feel free to book a demo. I'll put a demo video link to my Zoom just below this video. I appreciate you watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or my team. I'm available at sam@mynewadmin.com. Thanks guys, have a great day. See ya.